Good morning, folks. It's 9:05 a.m. on the 17th day, 7th month, 2021. Well, here we are. This is all of us. This is our family picture. This is the last complete image of planet Earth that I have on NASA Worldview's worldview.earthdata.nasa.gov website. And yes, some people say satellites ain't real. Some people say many things ain't real. But at the end of the day, what's very real is the burning. The Burning Men are out there having their festival right now. And we're not talking the one that's fun out in the desert. I'll start over here. Look up here in I believe we're in Russia. Come on, click on. Here we go. We're up here in Russia. We got some big fires here. Big fires. This isn't a little bit of smoke. Burning. Burning. Playing with their matches. Well, the whole world's burning is not really cool too. A lot of people just seem to be paying attention to the little bits when the big bit is burning. Our bed is burning, folks. Look at this. This is chem. Of course, I'm going to show you the chem while I go along, but the fire line I'm seeing in Canada is... There's no way it's that regular of a burn, and it's not been done on purpose. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go zip over to Canada here. This is far from Canada. Sorry if it blinks out my screen. This is Canada. Canada's burning. California's burning. West Coast is burning. But these fires here I find particularly in Saskatchewan, how should we say, incremental, like a ruler. Very evenly spaced fires. You know, this is hard to say that far apart. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3s. How many crews are working out there setting fires? Are they using the drone with the flamethrower? Are they using a helicopter with those ping pong balls with catalysts that catch on fire after they've on their way down? These type of things need to be known. And yes, that method is known. Look at back burning methods. Back burning. When you start a fire here to burn towards a fire so it runs out of fuel is known as back burning. You can also do burns ahead of time. Australia does burns for thousands of years. The indigenous used it for agriculture. You would burn. But don't you think that's in a straight line off a lot? Smoke. Very evenly spaced. If you go to these images and you hold a ruler up to your screen, you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at this EMF square inside here. That'll fuel winds. That'll cause an outflow this way and this way towards these fires. And actually fuel incredible winds that the chemtrails for years have ingredients in them that I've been calling them fire accelerants. They're there's a condition of spark and flame, they go up very quickly, very hot. Now, that's a what the fuck. Right, this will be neighborhoods burning something. Based fires all over the place, the same gap. I see a planned burn. I see a land grab. I see leases on land that, well, when they run out, families can't keep staying on them, suddenly not being able to stay on them in some of these lands out here. Yep. They're grabbing it. And I get to thinking, what else could I do with all these fires in the northern hemisphere? As I zoom back here a minute. What could I do with it? If I have soot and smoke, anybody who went through the Australian fires knows about the fallout of the black stuff they were seeing on the beaches and on cars and stuff from the soot from the burning stuff. Well, all this soot can be directed toward the ice of the Arctic region, which would then give it a black coating, which is a terraforming method. It is. Go look it up. So that'll warm that more and melt more of the ice cube quicker. Yeah? Yeah. Look at the side layers of the wall of ice on Greenland and Antarctica. The pictures, fishing pictures will do sufficient of the boats coming in. And look at the layers near the top of the ice. And you'll see the years worth of soot they've been putting down in carbon black and variousnesses. But this is, they want that land. They want to get what they want. I don't see high-speed rail being a benefit up here, but I do see evenly spaced fires. I know this one's not in a line here, but that is 2, 3. But look how far apart these streamers of smoke are. It's very even. It's suspicious. It's dodgy. Very, very dodgy. It's a plan. An absolute plan. What a shame. Such beautiful wilderness is being absolutely desecrated. And the fallout from this smoke, from what's burning here, is going to go up the noses of other things. It's going to combine with water and other things in the atmosphere and electromagnetic perturbations to form things that are intended to fall out and toxify us. And what do toxified lungs and coughing and sneezing yield nowadays? Lockdowns. Now I'm going to go into a little bit more of this chem here. Look at this shit here between these two parts of Japan. These are chemtrails. Chemtrail, pluming off, streamering, tendrils of undisclosed things. Kind of like, you know, experiment on us with the skies, experiment on us with our genes now. It's one great big experiment, this fishbowl we live in, this terrarium. And I see no other purpose of this other than, well, acid rain will defoliate, that's for sure. It's the killing season. There's ritual magicalistic seasons. I don't know any other way to put it. Magicalistic. Yeah. Fucking hell. See here. Oh, that's a satellite break where you got two images spliced. That was definitely a over North Dakota here. What we got in this plume? Bismarck. The sinking of Bismarck. Look at that straight line. The center. That's where it's going, right up the center. So I wanted to show these fires and that evenness of it. I'm not going to take too much time on this and expect me to come back and I want to have a chat. I can't really see your comments. Oh, they're brewing something. Something's brewing. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this. Something's brewing there. We got a Lando Kane type thing here. Look at Alabama. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's from yesterday. I hope you guys did all right. I'm going to have a quick pop over to Europe. We've had some floods, but I did kind of say that the conditions were ripe for that. So let's go have a quick look over here over Europe and see what the guilt was this week. So bear with me if this takes a moment to load. All right, that was 15th. The setup you're going to want to watch is a couple days ahead of time. It was when they sent the sand up. So here's how they started it. They really started your storms down here, Europe. Your storms really started here. Watch. Watch them whip this sand field up out here. See it? This here on the 11th and 10th. They started to whip up sand. And instead of it moving out to sea this way, it was redirected. You see the curls here of the sand? If I zoom in on it, you'll see some of the EMF in the sand right here. And that's actually sand dunes in the sky, if you will, floating above your head. And they directed it toward Europe. See them moving this mass of sand over? It took a lot of manipulation to push this when the trade winds are normally blowing this way off Africa. This is a big sand pit, and they use this by directing EMF through here and pulsing it. I can make this sand pits move. And that's a lot of sand in the air there. Big dune over your head. So as we went on to the 12th, it was more out over the med. See it? See the pulse being pushed out? And I say pushed. This pulses. I can get it to load in. You'll see the EMF pulses here. Here. See the microwave there? Chem put to help hold the particulates in the air. Right? To hold that sand up there. To guide it where they want to. Because this stuff is highly perturbable. When I add energy to the shit that's in this sand, I can get a lot of effects in your sky. So right, and they moved it. That's been moved, and that's been moved very quickly. So you can still see a little bit of it here, off the coast of I think I'm Spain, Barcelona, Salou, Alicante. Beautiful area. Got some nice Roman ruins over there in Tarragona. Yes, I've been there. I like walking around little towns. So then they sent the sand up here through Italy, and you guys began to cop it. As the sand rose in altitude over these mountains here, you see this EMF that pushed it? As it rose in altitude, it condensed more. It hemmed the chem up together into big bunches, and you started to see these supercells forming. And there's mountainous regions around here, farming areas. So when the rain fell, it fell very quickly. And you could see the EMF on the edges of this storm here. That's Verona. Bologna. Fried bologna sandwiches out in Turn 3, Orange County Speedway. I miss my little youth things I used to do. And if you ain't had a fried bologna sandwich out at the racetrack, where the hell have you been? Yeah, that's a very round-looking storm, that one, but they hemmed it up on the edges. See the little perturbations here? So no localized X-Rad can do this, or if they have radar trucks can do this. See the pulses here? Boom, boom. These are plumes here. Boom, boom, plumes that fed whatever weather came here. Okay, so there's one of the plumes, and these things began popping up all over Europe. Now, if I go over here more toward days of action, you can't see Belgium and all here where a lot of flooding happened all through here in this mountainous regions. But if you could see the edge in here for the stuff that came down from England, you can see the chem right here. And plumes of different color stuff that made a different color cloud than this one. I just got to call it stuff because, well, it ain't determined. A little chemtrail over the top, so this was down low. And they did flood people, and they lost their livelihood. And I've been showing nearly every day what's been going on. And as we headed into the 15th, you really could see this circulation, or a landocane. It's a type of storm that should not exist over land. There's too many obstacles in the way. But to reproduce the conditions in the high altitude would be fairly simple to do. And they have. Squared edges, pushing, squares, push against the flat of the square, push against the flat, force toward the center, fold with EMF, fold with EMF. That means make a wall here that outflows, make a wall here that outflows. And you square it off. And drop something cold in the center, and a circulation will happen. You see this big chem plume here going against this curve here? That'll have fueled the center of this circulation as it came around. And as it wrapped, it'll have gone across Europe. It really caused some damage too. Poland got set up, but it looked like it was fed to go this way. Its path of least resistance of wraparound would be through here. And the energy's all in place, and they left that alone. So let's see where it goes today here. I haven't had a look at this, so I'm doing it live. But I showed every day and told you what was coming on. The conditions are just right for it. As that stuff came up through here and more sand is joining it, this could be a prolonged event. The atmosphere over Europe has been made to be very volatile for storms. They spread out the circulation now. See if they flattened it. So now this whole area is volatile. I say the most